when do you lose your voice? Can you show me? Hold up some fingers? Charming man.
That was quite funny, to be honest.
Doesn't look like we'll figure much out talking. So long. Talking won't get me anywhere.
Hello everyone, it is the Almighty Jeff, and this is episode 119 of The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. Last time we beat the shopkeeper in Holmstein's port at a game of Gwent, before we returned to Craite to attend the banquet of the anointment of the next King of Skellige. After practicing our combat manoeuvres on the village carl, we accepted our reward from Croc and Craite, but were interrupted when a massacre occurred in the main hall, where 3 bears seemingly came in out of nowhere and killed most of the attendees, including several of those in line to the throne themselves. We've agreed to join Ceres in investigating, and as it turns out the bears themselves might have been lycanthropes, whose transformation had been triggered by someone who had infiltrated the party. Of course, the last thing that we did had us finding a sample of what possibly could have triggered the transformations. And so, we're going to go and pay a visit to Hjort. Still can't do anything with these bears. Okay. Right, let's go and join Ceres. Can we talk to these guys? Yes, we can.
Talk to you.
What about?
What about? What do you think, Holger? It's not here about salted herring or the currents round Speakerog.
Flap your gob at me again and I'll shut it for good. Calm down. You act like rabbit dogs, not Jarls of Skellige. Speak, Witcher.
Any ideas who might be behind the massacre?
Nilfgaard. They're the most to gain. But we'll avenge our sons. We'll burn their shores from Nazea to Atolia. Wonders abound in the Nilfgaardian army. Towers with wheels, Zerrikanian mercenaries on humpback horses. But I've not heard of them having trained bears.
This was Croc, I tell you. We're in his castle, he let him in.
Wasted words, Lugos. I don't know who the traitor is, Witcher, but I'll tell you, it's none of us. We all lost loved ones.
How'd all of you manage to survive?
What you saying? Eh? That we're the ones schemed this up?
Shut your gob. You're clucking as foolish as a gander hatching eggs. We said that.
I love the phrases that they say in Skellige.
Warriors in Skellige.
You're both damned fools. If not for the Witcher, none of us would be alive.
So long.
Alright, interesting. I'm almost certain it's the, it's that woman. Again, I can't remember what her name is off the top of my head.
May the sea swallow the traitors. Freyr, Our Lady.
Mind if I interrupt?
Bran's widow.
Already have? What is it?
Someone spiked one of the mead barrels with blood and something else. An herb or a mushroom. Sarah said...
Give me the horn.
Got to the chase. No point.
I know the smell. A mushroom. Mardrome.
Mardrome related in any way to berserkers?
Aye. But only in the tales told to children as they are put to sleep on cold winter nights. Warriors who ate Mardrome were said to transform into beasts when consumed by battle rage. But as I said, it's only...
Only a legend, I know. Still, I find it easier to believe than some story about bears appearing out of nowhere. Ceres wasn't lying. You know your fungi.
I do. Especially those which affect the mind, soothe it, summon waking dreams. Odalric suffered for years. I tried to help him in various ways, initially with prayer, then with poppy milk.
But he's done with that now, right?
It's not that simple. But we'll wean him off it yet.
Mardrome. Never heard of it.
You have another name for it on the continent. Silasaib, I believe.
All right. Peasants eat it to soothe pain.
Udalric tried it too, but only a few times. In larger doses, the mushroom causes visions, nightmares.
Yes, the last thing Udalric needed more of. Thanks for your help.
Jeez.
Blood and Mardrome. The taste of human flesh and a substance that triggers visions. That well could have caused the rage. Maybe even the transformation.
Maybe. Hard to believe someone spiked the mead here in the hall, though, in front of all those witnesses.
You're right. I helped prepare for the feast. I'd have noticed. It might have happened before they brought the drink upstairs. In the cellars, maybe?
Come on, we could find some clues there.
It's like a bloody Scooby-Doo thing, this. Split up and look for more clues. Alright. After you, my lady.
We must find the traitors quickly. Elsewise, the warriors will take matters into their own hands. Castle's abuzz already.
Think they'd attack Croc openly?
My father or each other. All in the finest Skellige tradition. Haven't had a good civil war in ages.
This is hardly the time to start, is it?
Knew there'd be trouble. It was all too calm.
Funny. Arnvold said the same. For a feast to be any good, mead's gotta flow, but so does blood.
I'd say he got his wish.
I really hope Hjalmar's doing something useful, not just looking for a fight.
Relax. Your brother's impetuous, not stupid.
Oh.
We keep the poison at the cellar's other end down below. Come, I'll show you.
Keep the poison in your cellar?
The stench! Is that vodka?
Mahakaman spirit. Someone ruined several barrels of the finest.
Right behind you.
That's a relief. Blood and mushrooms. Think we can find out where this barrel came from? Looks different. What the?
Oh dear.
Shit.
The spirit! There's another exit behind the
Literally.
barrel, but they're too heavy. We'll never move them.
Don't intend to.
What? What do we do? I don't know what we're supposed to do here. Just flee from the burning cellar.
Quick.
Oh.
God, we might have been burned alive.
Somebody's damn desperate to bring our investigation to a quick end. This is secret passage.
One rarely used, more like. When Hjalmar and I were little,
Ooh, that's
we'd play
magic.
there. Once
A place of
right
power.
on the sea.
Hey. Oh, is this the one that I couldn't get access to? Bloody is. Nice. Excellent. Alright. We've got that out of the way. Alright.
When I get my hands on that pyromaniac,
Let's think. They had to use the entrance we used. Maybe they left some prints behind.
maybe. When the door slammed shut and the fire broke out, did you hear a bottle shatter too?
No, but I've no witcher sense at my disposal. You must hear the hair growing on my head.
I try not to eavesdrop. Anyway, entrance is worth checking. Come on.
Okay. Might as well take some supplies while I'm at it. Although I think I could literally be here forever. It seems everything's lootable in this bloody place. Don't they know that I'm a freaking completionist? Or do they know purposefully that I'm going to want to collect everything and then fill the room with just about everything? It's like, hey, screw this guy's inventory. I mean, I always like to make the distinction. It's like, yeah, it means I can sell off a lot of things that I like. It makes a difference. I think I'm pretty much loaded in this game. Alright. I don't think money's ever going to become an issue at any point really now. Considering I don't really spend money unless it's crafting new items. Which is really only swords and armour, and that's only every now and again when I can actually have the level to get an upgrade, which is quite rare to be honest. I think it's been a good, like, at least maybe 8 episodes or so since I've last upgraded.
Someone walked through the mead.
Ah. I'm not expecting this back. I cannot do that now. Right, let's boogie. We're never gonna solve this mystery.
Trail breaks off. Need to find another clue nearby. Something else to follow. Must have felt his clothing rip, but was in a hurry.
What's this?
Piece of cloth.
No, it can't be.
What is it?
Arnvald's tunic. Only he wears this kind.
Sure about that?
Saw him in the main hall with the servants. Let's go.
Ah, Arnvald. Come on, man. Okay, right. Screw it.
Look, it's him!
Grab a horse, we'll chase him down.
Right. Let's go.
Arnvald! Stop, damn it!
Doubt he'll listen.
When I get my hands on him.
You don't stand a chance.
Way to see you, black nuts!
Got him.
Whoa there, Roach.
Yeah, you always said that.
Talk or I'll finish what I started.
No Craite should ever sit on Skellige's throne. I know you better than others do. You're hot-headed, irresponsible. Skellige needs stability, a strong king. Not the kind a band of drunken jarls will choose.
Curious. Never heard you voice that idea. But I do know one who never stops saying it.
It's Berna Bran, isn't it?
Berna, that's
you
the
were
one.
never a good liar, Arnvald.
What was her motive?
It's obvious. She schemed this up to get rid of the other claimants. Slander our clan in the process. If she succeeded, Svanrigga would have been left, the only claimant to Skellige's throne.
We need proof. Your word against Berna's, that's not enough.
Arnvald, help us. And I'll ask my dad to grant you an honourable death. I'll insist.
I've letters from her. Instructions. How to poison the mead. But she never signed them. There's no seal.
Will that be enough?
It'll have to be. We shouldn't delay. Time to gather the Jarls.
I've assembled the Jarls in council as you demanded, Ceres on Craite. You claim to know who's behind the slaughter at Craite.
Yeah, and all
Speak,
this.
then.
Hands on the hips in the
blood of
background.
Skellige's sons and daughters. Whose hands does it stain?
Berna Bran's.
The lass is mad. Do you think anyone will believe you?
You had them serve poison mead to the berserkers.
I beg your pardon. The servants of Craite are not mine to command. 'Twas your father who called for the feast, who assembled the guests.
There's reason in these words.
Have you any proof to confirm your accusation?
I've better. I've a witness. Arnvald.
Ceres speaks true. Berna commanded me to poison the maid. When Ceres and the Witcher descended into the cellars.
Who betrayed us? The clan that took you in?
Good man. He's a servant to Craite, a lackey. He will say what they command him to say. He would lie for them even were he to pay for it with his head.
Berner speaks true. Arnvald has served at Craite ever since I remember. Loyally, like a dog.
I can vouch for Ceres. She's telling the truth.
You? Yet another Craite lackey. Did Ceres entice you to cooperate? I can imagine how. Or has Crack paid you to smear my name?
What did you say?
Calm yourselves.
After what I saw on Speaker Rock, I trust the Witcher more than I do you.
You've that right. But it's no proof of my guilt.
Got one more piece of evidence.
A letter from Bernard to Arnvald, instructing him how to spike the mead.
It lacks my signature. It lacks my seal.
But perfume soaked through the parchment. A very strong scent, you know. Still to be sensed.
Is this your proof, lass? Is this what you call evidence of my supposed treason? Don't make me laugh.
Berna's right, Ceres. 'Tis all precious little proof of her wrongdoing. Alas, your brother Hjalmar also has not presented anything that could clear your family's name. We've but one path left to us. Holger, Lugos, it's time we quit this damn castle. Come, we must decide what punishment Clan on Craite will face.
You're making a big mistake.
Silence, wanderer.
Wait! Mother, you bade me to leave the hall before the feast. Why?
Son, not now.
Why did you do it? How did you know? How?
Oh, our own son's getting her out.
Stand silent.
Haha. I thought we screwed up, to be honest.
Give the Witcher no credence, but you must give credence to a son who accuses his own mother. The massacre was her doing. She shamed herself, me, the family, the clan.
Svanrige, I did it for you. Only for you.
You admit to this deed. As the eldest of the Jarls, I cleanse the name of Clan on Craite, and you, Berna Bran, I sentence to death. You will be chained to a rock to perish of hunger and thirst, and sea fowl will peck apart your remains.
Blimey. That is rough. Well, that's what you get. You did basically kill a whole lineage of Jarls. I was worried that we'd screwed up then.
Power, I knew this, but so strong as to commit such a crime.
What about Svanrige? What's his fate?
He'll lose his home, his name, his honor. He'll choose exile or death. But enough. Whatever comes, we must endure. I thank you, Geralt. Again.
No need. Again.
I'll not take any more of this modesty. This is a land of heroes. Let this remind you of that. And now, I must ride for Gedinath, for the Jarl's Council. Time to pick a king.
What do you think? Who'll get the nod?
Come with me. See for yourself. All may listen to our deliberations.
I do have a horse in the race. Can't refuse, to be honest.
As I thought. Well, let's go.
Ooh, exciting, exciting. I got a race there out, yeah. It's gonna arrive. Hopefully the latter. Seems like it. I don't see why they do this whole loading screen if it went for us. They can teleport it across. There we go.
We're just in time.
They've already started.
Well, we got a choice of 3 now, so...
Weren't long ago, we gave King Bran back to the sea. Today, our mourning ends. Today, by the grace of the gods and the clans, a new ruler takes the crown.
Ooh, Ceres.
Wear her fealty.
Hey! You go, Queen. Literally. Well, actually, it was a choice of 2, wasn't it? Because Bran's lad's exiled now. I don't know. I think she and Hjalmar both would have made good Jarls, but I think it's time for a female voice.
Here, beneath the sacred oak, I pledge to be a good queen to the ones and the others. I want peace and prosperity to reign in Skellige. And I count on you to help me fulfill that dream.
Cerys! 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 Cerys!
Hell yeah. Cerys! Oh. Lugos wasn't happy. Small scattered laugh in the background. Kingmaker, nice. I'm gonna quest down that way. Talk to the new queen.
Congratulations. You'll make a great queen.
Thank you. Wouldn't be here if it weren't for you.
What's the new queen of Skellige planning?
To listen, learn, and listen again. Then we'll see.
Good plan.
I must unite the clans. I'd rather avoid war, but if Nilfgaard aims to attack, we must repel them together.
Drummond folk might be a problem. I saw Lugos during the ceremony. Furious, to say the least.
There's always been strife between our clans. But I must try and talk to him. Just might bring her end.
Keep my fingers crossed. Farewell.
Okay.
You alright?
So. Anyway you cut it, I was bested by a wench.
Not just any wench.
Aye, true. Suppose if it had to be so, glad it was Cerys.
Not even a little proud of her? Come on, admit it.
A bit, aye. She's the blood of me blood, bone of me bone. But don't tell her I said so. Liable to puff out her chest. Which would do her good now I think of it. We showed Lugos. That's most important. Did you see that rage grip him? I thought he'd burst.
Yeah, surprised to see him in that much of a huff, actually.
Our clans have been butting heads, chests, bellies forever. It's the lay of the land.
Take care, Hjalmar.
Okay.
Looks to me and you're bursting with pride.
If only you knew, Wolf. Tell me, what other Jarl can boast children like mine? Shame their mother didn't live to see this.
Cerys will make a good queen. Maybe she can finally unite the clans.
Let's hope. And if not, she'll always have me and Hjalmar. If the need arises, we'll take up arms for her.
Oh, this is lovely.
Telling you, Geralt, since you and Hjalmar defeated the ice giant together, I see you as one of our own.
I got the look of a Skellige.
You've got the heart of an Craite.
Your daughter. First woman to rule Skellige.
She'll be a good queen. Knows what she wants.
Yeah. So what does she want?
To unite all of Skellige's clans. A difficult task. No one has ever managed it. But Cerys is stubborn.
Thinking long term, then. Think she'll succeed?
She's got a powerful ally.
The massacre during the feast. Know anything new?
Thanks to you and Cerys, we know who's responsible. It's enough for me.
I'm not gonna try to capture the berserkers.
They were but tools, Wolf. I'd rather sever the hand that wields the sword and then break steel.
Good damn, these are wonderful words. Alright, interesting. Can we talk to Lugos? Look at Black Hand. Let's see. Oh, there is an exclamation mark down here, so it could be Lugos. So into a druid.
Heard you calling.
Aye, because I was. I thank Mother Nature she didn't skimp on my voice, as she did with some others I know.
See, one of us, a Gil, went mute all of a sudden. No spell or potion helps him. But it is said strong emotions and experiences can restore speech. So I thought perhaps you might. I'll pay you, of course. Give you an excellent Gwent card.
Suppose I could try, but I wouldn't even know where to start. You want me to scare him?
Aye, good, good. That should do it. Scare, irritate. Whatever you wish, provided you do him no harm. You could usually find a gill near the hallowed oak. The man was probably praying in his heart for a cure.
Okay. I was thinking that it could have been Lugos. But okay. See if we can find him. He's still about, or has he gone home? I think he's gone. Just another quick whip around. Obviously, he's quite distinctive with his bald head, so I'd have thought we'd be able to see it. I think everyone seemed about pretty happy. So, I think a good choice was made. Anyone back here? Oh, Hjot's here. Udoric.
What brings you here?
What do you think of Skellige's new ruler?
Are they claiming war?
Farewell.
Great, nice and brief. That's how we like it.
No one of these isles deserves to rule more than does Ceres.
Okay.
Long live Ceres! Long live the Queen!
Yay! Yeah, indeed. Quite right. Quite right. Scald. Is that a name or is that a? I don't know. Oh, yeah. So it's like a bard, I suppose. Okay, I think that must mean I can't see Lugos. So if I've missed him, I'm sure you guys will let me know. But whatever. Well, I mean, while we're here, I might as well do that shock therapy. I was gonna go ahead and do some
Pots stand to make a lot of noise. Maybe give him a smack once he's asleep.
He's asleep, isn't he? Wait, what?
Are you the Silent Druid? Oh yeah. Dumb question. They ever try to cure you some other way? Give you potions or herbs? Not just mute. Seems he's deaf too.
Okay, so the pots won't make a difference.
When do you lose your voice? Can you show me? Hold up some fingers? Charming man.
That was quite funny, to be honest.
Doesn't look like we'll figure much out talking. So long. Talking won't get me anywhere. Hornet's nest. Known to have therapeutic uses. In shock therapy, for instance.
So what, like? I don't know what I'm supposed to do with this.
Doesn't look.
I love that. Just flip me off. It's not very nice Druid, is he? Oh, I don't want to talk to him. Thought he was going to flip me off again.
I saw it already, you.
Years, not a word, not a peep. Until today, you made me break my vow. Happy?
Oh, sorry. Someone tricked me, I thought.
Boo-hoo-hoo. My deepest sympathies. Now get out of my sight, you imbecile.
Oh, joyous. That was good. That was good.
Watch it.
I enjoyed that. That was funny.
The glory. Ha! Heard him screaming, clear over here. Grand work, Witcher. Your reward as promised.
How about that? Beard down to his waist and a toddler's sense of humor. Good luck to you.
I feel bad, but you know, that was very funny. And he was an arsehole, to be honest. He just, when he was, I thought he was actually definitely just flipped me off. That was very funny. Yeah, Yorvith. Okay, interesting. Well, we got a Gwent card out of it, so that's pretty cool, I think. I'm surprised there's no signpost around here. You'd have thought it would. Alright. I think that's just about taken us to the end of the episode, which I'm pretty happy with. We have done well today. So I'll check. There's definitely Gednith. Alright, we have got a signpost, so that's cool. Alright, glossary. Nothing new here. Characters, I'm assuming we've got a couple of updates. Arnvold. Probably Saracen Craite as well. I'm not going to bother checking the others, I don't think they've updated. Alright, so world map, so we've only really been to Gednith. Although, what the hell's going on here? Is it just because we're in range of it? I don't know. Obviously we've only been to Craite and here, so... But quests, we have not picked up any quests, so we have finished 2. And actually, it seems we've done 3, so we've got Coronation. I didn't know that was a different quest. We've got King's Gambit. And finally, we have Shock Therapy. So pretty cool. Character, we didn't level up, although we did find a place of power, so let's just upgrade this ability, get it done with, and we shall meditate to midday. Pretty cool stuff, and we'll save the game there. Alright, that is going to end it for today. Really happy with the progress we made today. We've finally coronated a new Queen of Skellige, so congratulations to Ceres and Craite. And we managed to get a pretty funny side quest with some druids as well, and a new unique Gwent card too, so I'm really happy with the progress that we have made. We'll start off next episode with another Gwent player. We didn't obviously do one this episode because we were a bit preoccupied, but we'll get that fixed. And possibly we'll work on some other quests, I'm not too sure. We obviously still have a lot of side locations to clear out, so possibly we might do some of that. I might balance it out. We'll do one episode of collecting again, and then one episode where we do another side quest or a contract or something like that. I'm not too sure yet. Obviously, if you know this channel, we just sort of go with the flow. Just go in whatever order I feel like, to be honest. So I hope you guys are looking forward to that. But before I put them, take a second to thank my amazing patrons. My £5 patron is Ron Hyler. You can find links to his channel as well as my other £3 patrons in the description down below. And on screen you'll see Craite's my £1 patrons. Thank you so much, everyone. It is truly appreciated, and it goes a long way on top of the channel, so I do thank you a lot for that. And if you should become a patron, you can follow the link in the description down below. But you don't have to do that, because at the end of the day, I hope you guys enjoy this episode, and if you did, be sure to like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.